Yeah, so how did NASA give us lunar samples to destroy? Artemis is the program that NASA is doing to go back to the moon. So in particular, they're going to the lunar South Pole to have a base on the moon. Finally, years later, a moon base, so we have to build with what we have there. It isn't essentially impossible to fly all the construction materials, all the water we would need for concrete and things to the moon. It's too heavy. So we want to use ISRU, or in situ, so in place resource utilization. So what is there to make our lunar base? And what we have is the lunar soil, the lunar regolith to build with. And that's another reason why these Apollo measurements are really important. Yeah, so how did NASA give us lunar samples to destroy? So I put a proposal together and submitted it to NASA. It was like a Hail Mary. I was like, this is everything we can do in our lab. We can make bricks in our lab. Let's make bricks out of the best simulant that is most similar and test those bricks. So I put that proposal together for a 2 years master's, and NASA approved it right at the end of my undergrad. So I got super lucky. So that's how I got Apollo samples. And I guess NASA also agrees there is a data gap here. So we have like over 40, 50 lunar simulants. Tons of companies around the world make them, universities, and private companies will always say that we have the best simulant, we'll sell it to you, right? So how do you know that? So that was my big push for this. We want this simulant to be the best thing and closest to the moon. Nobody's melted a big old chunk of the lunar Apollo 16 regolith yet. No one's made these high temperature calorimetry measurements on the soils yet. I'm so lucky and happy that I can make these measurements and contribute to the science and in the field.